Good morning, guys. Today is going to be day 2 through 4 of my journey. We're back. Day 2 of my fitness journey. I just woke up and washed my face and brushed my teeth. So I don't have any makeup or lotion on or anything like that. I feel like it's just pointless because I'm about to work out. But I wanted to tell you guys first how I feel since yesterday was the first day and how I feel about how the day went. I feel the day went really good. Towards the end of the night, I did get a little bit hungry after I ate the lasagna. So I had 2 handfuls of popcorn and I gave the rest to my son. But that was pretty much it. I was pretty full throughout the day. I didn't have any problems with my eating. I did get down on myself a little tiny bit just for a quick second about how long I was able to work out, but I got up and I got moving, so I'm just gonna not beat myself up about that. But all in all, I think day 1 went really well. I didn't drink as much water as I wanted to. I didn't drink the whole gallon. I think I drank about 3/4. So I think what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna add some fruit to the water to help me drink more water and get through the gallon. But as far as day 1, I think it was fine. I did wake up this morning and I'm a tiny bit sore, even though I didn't even work out that hard yesterday. I am sore in my legs, my back, and my arms just a little bit. So that's a good thing for me. I like feeling sore. It makes me feel like I actually did something. So I'm excited about that. But that's all I really have to say about day 1. I feel really good. I slept really well. And I'm ready for day 2. I'm ready to go ahead and open my Bible up, get some reading done. Of course, you guys know I have my coffee here already. And I have my water. If you want to know what kind of coffee I drink and what kind of non-dairy creamer, just check day 1. I put it all on the counter and videoed it so you guys could see. But I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling and drink my coffee, read my Bible, and I will tell you guys what today's lesson is going to be. And then after that, we're going to work out, and then I'll just show you what I eat for the day. And then I want to try to close the video out today with my thoughts about how the day summed up and any other wisdom or advice or any negativity or anything I go through throughout the day. I'm going to try to document. It's more so for me than for you guys. And if you guys, learn something or are helped by something that I say or do, then, that's just like icing on the cake. So I'm going to stop talking your ear off. I'll be back in like 20 minutes after I read the Bible. Yes, day 2. This feels like it's another message that I feel like it's sent for me. I'm in Genesis reading chapter 12, and it's talking about how God spoke to Abraham and he's telling him to leave where he is comfortable and go where God's telling him to go where he wants him to go. And Abraham has to completely trust in the Lord and just move without hesitation. And it says in the Bible that God only gave him 1 step. He didn't give him, step 2, 3, or 4. He just gave him the first step. And Abraham moved just knowing the first step. And I pray that one day, I know I will, but I'm striving to have that kind of, faith and obedience in the Lord. Like when I hear him speak to me, I just move without hesitation because I know through him everything will work out for my good. I do struggle with that, and I think they call that the flesh. I'm not sure, but just reading that was powerful to me, to have that much faith in God that when he tells you to do something, you'll just do it without hesitation and just trusting in him. And I knew it had to be difficult. He was moving his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot with him and all their family and all their slaves and all that stuff. And, everyone was moving because he told them to, because God told him to. So they might not have, agreed or even thought it was the right thing to do, but they moved because he moved. And I just thought to have that, I don't know what the right word I'm looking for, to have that weight on you and to still make a decision because you know that God said it and it's the right thing, that's powerful. I'm just going to read to you the little part from the One Step at a Time. One Step at a Time says, Abraham learned to trust God to lead him in the one step at a time. God essentially told him, trust me with your first step because it's best for you to go where I lead you. At the time, Abraham might have wondered whether or not packing up his tent and leaving his family and his country would be to his advantage. But God told him to go to the place that he would show him. Abraham simply obeyed. So this is like a paraphrase of the Bible. And this is in this Joyce Meyer's book that I showed you guys yesterday. But the fact that God told him he just went, I'm in seek of that, you guys, for sure. I'm going to keep reading. If anything else jumps out to me, I will let you guys know. If not, we'll just move on to working out. The workout I'm doing in this video is Shaun T's T25, and right now I'm doing the Beachbody On Demand. So I really like Shaun T, and the other workout instructor I like is Auburn Calabrese, if I'm saying her name right. She does the 21-day fix. So what I like to do is alternate between T25 and 21-day fix. Both workouts are really, really hard. They have like plyo one day, cardio one day, weights one day, legs one day, arms one day. So it's a good variety of everything, and it works up a really big sweat, as you can see here. For breakfast, I'm just having some tofu scramble that I meal prepped on Sunday. I'll link the Sunday prep video here just in case you want to see the recipe for that. But I'm just eating the tofu scramble with some avocado on top and a little bit of salsa. And this combination together, you guys, is so, so, so good. Breakfast and actually every meal, I'm having a bottle of water. And what I decided to do, because I wasn't getting the water that I should, I'm adding frozen fruit to it to just kind of give it a little bit of flavor. It doesn't sweeten it very much, but it does add a little something. And I've noticed that when I add the fruit, I do tend to drink more water. So you can add anything in your water, like frozen fruit, fresh fruit. Lemon's really good. I did one yesterday with lemon and mint. It was amazing. So definitely try that one. But herbs and fruit and water, you can't go wrong. And then for lunch, I'm just having these bag salads that you guys know I love. They're just so easy. With me homeschooling the kids around lunchtime, I just need something that I can prepare for myself in like a couple of minutes. So today I'm trying the Asian ginger salad. My favorite so far has been the Kale Cranberry one. I literally eat that one every day, but the Asian one wasn't that bad. It comes with the a different type of lettuce, and it has the crispy wontons on top, and then you just add the Asian ginger dressing, and it's pretty good, but the cranberry one is definitely my favorite. This day, I know I ate dinner, but I can't remember what it was, or I would definitely tell you guys, and couldn't find the clip for it either, so I had dinner. I can't remember what it was. So now we're on a day 3. Hey guys, so we're on day 3. Day 3 of the challenge. I feel good today. I feel a little sore, but it's not anything unbearable. I feel good. How did yesterday go? Yesterday went fine. Breakfast was really good. Lunch was good. Dinner was good. I had Swedish meatballs yesterday. I did eat a small piece of a vegan sugar cookie, but I'm not gonna get crazy upset over that. I wanted it, so I ate it, giving myself some grace. It's fine. Nothing else exciting happened yesterday. After I ate dinner, I just chilled with the kids. We watched a movie. I watched them play some Wii, and that was it. So today we're on day 3. I'm reading the Bible now, and then after that I'm gonna work out, of course, and I'll show you guys what I eat all day. And that's pretty much it. I'm still in Genesis in the Bible. And I just read about Abraham and Lot. They're on their land and they're running out of room for their land, and Lot and his wife want to leave. And Abraham is struggling with the fact that he doesn't want his nephew to leave because he's scared for him, but Lot decides to go anyway. So this verse, the Life Point, talks about how sometimes people can disappoint you, and you have to, not look at the disappointment, but just kind of look towards God and focus on him and not the disappointment in the person. So I'm going to read to you what it says and hope it helps you like it helped me. It says, "We would do well to remember this story today. Instead of becoming discouraged, depressed, or angry when people disappoint us, God wants us to lift up our eyes, look around, and trust in him to lead us into a better situation. He wants us to look around and count our blessings instead of focusing on what we do not have. He wants us to fix our eyes on him, not on the work of the enemy, because he plans to bless us and bring us increase." That's me all day. I focus on, well, not so much anymore, but I used to focus on all the things I didn't have and the things I wanted, and I wasn't grateful with where I was and what I did have. And also I wasn't a good steward over the things that I had. And I've learned that God won't bless you with more unless you take care of what you have. The other lesson here, it says, if Abraham had bowed his knee to fear, the rest of the story would have never come to pass, and he would never have experienced God as a shield and his great compensation. He would have never have received his exceeding great reward. So I bet back then it had to be hard for Abraham. Everybody around him was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? We should move. We should do this. And he just kept saying, no, God told me to be here. God told me to move here. And he stuck, stood his ground and did what God told him to do. And he never faltered, except when he had his son. But that's the next lesson. But I thought that was really good. So that's our message for the day. I'm going to keep reading for a little bit and then we will work out. All right, so as you guys can see, on this day I had a little visitor. My niece Jakari decided to work out with me, and this got me really excited because by them seeing me getting up every morning and working out, it's wanting them to start working out in the morning. And I love that, they're being physical and they're not just, sitting down, watching TV, playing video games, that they're actually wanting to work out. So this day, this workout was really hard as well. As you can see by my face here, I'm sweating like crazy and drinking my water. And I added in my weight here because some people had asked. I am currently 253, 252 it looks like there. So for those who asked, there it is. And you guys might be asking the question, why did I share my weight? Just because people asked, and I don't mind sharing it. It really doesn't bother me at all. Being 253 doesn't really define, who I am as a person, so I really don't care. It does define how I take care of myself. And being that heavy is a representation of, how I need to get healthy and start eating right and being more active. So if anything, I hope it shows you that. For breakfast, I'm just making a smoothie for the kids with bananas, pineapple, berries, and non-dairy yogurt. And then for me, I'm just making like a yogurt parfait with yogurt on the bottom. The granola I made in a video last week, I'll leave it in the cards here if you want the recipe for that. And then I'm just putting some of the berries on top. Now I'm just gonna have this salad. It's the same bag of salad I ate on day one. It's the cranberry, walnut, kale salad, and then I just have a couple of the vegan meatballs that I made in a video. It'll be the video before this one. You'll see this video on Friday, so on Thursday I'm gonna post a 3 weeknight dinners. So the recipe for how to make the meatballs will be in that video. But I'm gonna eat my salad, eat my meatballs, drink my water, and then I'll let you know what I'm having for dinner. And dinner is vegan chili with cornbread. Good morning, guys. Today is April 30th. I just woke up. Sorry for my voice. Today is April 30th, Thursday, April 30th. And it's day 4 of my weight loss spiritual mental journey, challenge, revelation, whatever you want to call it at this point. As far as physically how I feel fine. I feel great. I feel a little energized today. Not as sore as I was yesterday. As far as the eating is going well. I'm not drinking as much water as I should. I'm supposed to be drinking like a gallon a day just because I choose to, but I'm like 3/4 of a gallon, so I'm just going to try a little harder today. Not going to beat myself up too much over that. As far as mentally how I feel good. I feel a little better. I was really stressed out with, everything that's going on. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I was homeschooling all the kids, and usually, every day someone has like a tantrum or a meltdown of some kind. There's always some kind of drama when you have a bunch of kids in one space. And, normally I would react with like yelling and screaming because they're acting crazy. I act crazy. But yesterday I was just like, you know what? No matter how they act, I'm going to respond in a calm, manner. I can't control what they do, but I can control how I react to it. So yesterday ended up being a peaceful day. It was only like one incident with one of the kids, and I took him to the side, had a talk, and it was calm, and I didn't yell, I didn't get frustrated. It was, it was a challenging day, but it was peaceful for me mentally, so I was definitely excited about that. Other than that, yesterday was fine. We watched the movie, chilled out, ate some snacks, and it was cool. So day 3 was great. I'm excited that we're on day 4, and I'm still going. So I just got done reading the Bible, and before this we were still talking about Abraham and how Abraham has this unshakable faith when it comes to God. When God tells him to move, he moves. And now I'm at the point where God told him that he's going to give him as many descendants as the stars. And Abraham believes God is going to give him as many descendants as the stars, but Sarah, his wife, is kind of unsure because, she's barren, she can't have kids. So in her mind, she's thinking, how can this be when I can't have kids? So I think a lot of us face situations like that where God will tell us something's going to happen and we can't even imagine it because we can't even see how we would even get there, So I was reading about how God told him to have descendants of the stars. Sarah didn't believe him, and then was unsure how that would happen because she knew she couldn't have kids. They both knew it, and then they got tired of waiting. So Sarah had Abraham. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee. Sorry, I'm tired. So Sarah had Abraham and Sarah were tired of waiting. So Sarah had Abraham sleep with his maid Hagar, and she had a son called Ishmael. And then I don't know if they thought that was going to be the descendants of the stars that God was waiting for. No, it couldn't have been because he said that Sarah was going to have a baby. So Abraham did get impatient and had sex with Hagar, and they had Ishmael. And then in the life point section of the Bible, it says that sometimes when God shows us a vision for our lives or shows us or tells us something's going to happen, we get impatient and we try to make that thing happen without God in it. And then we give birth to an Ishmael. So it's like if you take a job or that God hasn't told you to take because you just want to hurry up and make that money, you give birth to an Ishmael. If you marry somebody who God hasn't placed in your life, you give birth to an Ishmael. All those things are giving birth to Ishmaels. And God will allow you to not suffer, but live through your decision because you made a decision without him in it. So I thought that was really, really important. And then the point that I'm going to read to you guys that resonated the most with me was, it says, we would like to carry out our own plans and have God bless them, but he taught me years ago that he is not obligated to bless or care for our things. I give birth to out of strength of my flesh. The psalmist affirms this point, except the Lord builds the house, they labor in no vain who built it. That's Psalm 127:1. Then it says, God has great things in store for you. He will bring them to pass in his perfect timing. His perfect timing, not ours, his. That's my struggle every day. His perfect timing, not ours. So God has great things in store for you, and he will bring them to pass in his perfect timing. Let me encourage you to wait. This is for me, not for you. Naisha, wait on him and an Ishmael be in burden in your life. But God, Isaac, will bring you blessing. So wait on him. Things happen in his perfect timing. Don't give birth to an Ishmael in the process. Just be patient, and Isaac will come to you and be your blessing. So that's today's message. Just wait. And just to give you guys a little insight on me, I am the most impatient person in the world. People look at me all the time and say, "Oh, you have so much patience," because I love homeschooling, and I love to be around kids, and I do really enjoy it. But I don't have a lot of patience when it's something that I want. I have patience with kids, but not like if I want a certain type of job, or I want something done in the house, or when I want certain things, I want it done right then. And I'm the type of person where I won't wait. I'll try to do it on my own. And God has put me in a position where I have no choice but to wait. So many things in my life right now are out of my control, and it's literally driving me a little crazy if I'm being honest, because I'm so used to being in control, or I thought I was in control, and now I'm realizing that I was never in control, and I'm definitely not in control of my current situation. So I have no choice but to work on my relationship with the Lord, and just focus on the things I do have control over, and find peace and joy in my situation every day, and just be grateful for where I am. So that's where I am. That was our lesson, our Bible lesson for today. And if you guys do believe in God and that Jesus died for our sins, pray for me. Pray for me to have peace. Pray for me to have joy. Pray for me to, weather this storm and get through this season and continue to grow my relationship with God, and just try to be a better person. That's all I'm trying to do here, is just to be the best version of me that I can be. So if you do pray for me, Naisha, send one up to God for me. And now I'm gonna read a little bit more, finish drinking my coffee, and then we'll work out. Today's workout was total body circuit. I absolutely hate this workout, but I love it at the same time. It's the hardest one of the week, but it's the one that I feel like works every single thing. So I have like a love-hate relationship with this workout. Hi, you guys. I've worked out, I've showered, I'm sitting here now, and I'm just about to eat breakfast. This is what I have. I have vegan yogurt on the bottom, granola on top with some sliced bananas, and I just sprinkled a little bit of hemp seeds. So that's what my breakfast looks like, just so you can see the granola and the yogurt. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I will show you guys what I have for lunch. Guys, I was just editing the video and I realized that I didn't close it out. So on the end of day 4, I just ate the things that I have meal prepped. So I didn't film that. I had black bean burgers and more chili, so I didn't share that, but this is the end of the day 4. I'm planning on posting the whole week every Friday. I'm gonna call it Fit Friday, so it'll be like a series on my channel until I get to a point where I've reached a place where I'm good. I mean, I always continue to want to be fit and all that stuff, but I'm just gonna post fitness type videos like these every Friday for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you did, and hit the like button to leave me any questions you have in the comments. Bye.